Hi everyone. Today's assignment is the different forms of government assignment, and just a couple of notes on this to make sure you turn it in or you do it correctly. Um, be sure to do the reading. There are several forms of government in the world that that usually whoever's in charge will choose the different forms of government. In the past, before the United States, before democracy. Um, Most governments were a monarchy. They had a king or queen in charge, or they had some type of royalty in charge, except for Rome and Greece, who had democracy and a republic, both of them at one time. Even Rome changed from a republic, and they went back to being more of a monarchy when they went to having an emperor after Julius Caesar. So there's several different types of governments that have existed in the past, they exist today, and it's good for you to understand how they function, so you could also appreciate how we function and the value of democracy or having a republic in the United States. And a lot of you don't realize just how good we have it with the form of government we have, and just how bad people had it in the past. When you're talking about having a monarchy and just not having really very much justice um, when it comes to a government that is controlling things that are going on in your life. A good thing would be a good word to describe past governments um, would be unfair. A monarchy. I mean, the king or queen could do kind of what they wanted when they wanted without any, feedback from um, citizens in their government. They could raise taxes, they could go to war, they could have people killed, and there was really nothing anybody could do about it. They just had that kind of power. Having a democracy, or actually in the United States, we have a democratic republic. We're a republic, and um, really spreading out the power among different people really makes it, our government a more fair government. And we're not perfect. There are things that go wrong with our government today, but in comparison to other forms of government, ours, definitely is the best way to go. So do this assignment. Take a look at different forms of government. You'll go to this website to see the different forms of government to choose from. You're going to choose five forms of government to choose from. Some different forms of government to choose from are anarchy, commonwealth, communism, confederacy, constitutional democracy, constitutional monarchy. Don't do democracy or don't do democratic republic. That's democratic republic is what we are in the United States, a state in which the supreme power rests in the body of citizens, entitled to vote for officers and representatives responsible to them. So we elect representatives to vote for us in a lot of things. Dictatorship, let me see some of these, the Federal Republic, Maoism. So there's a lot to choose from. So you go back out of this and choose five of these, okay? And for each one that you choose, each of those five you choose, you need to fill out this form for each of the five that you choose. The best way to do it is just to keep, not to have um, five different worksheets. The best thing to do would be to have um, let's see. I would suggest just doing, answering five times, five different ways on each question. So you could do this, um, 4 and 5. So have five different answers. So answer. So when it asks, how would you describe this type of government? Answer for the first type of government you answer. Answer the question number one for each of the five governments you chose. You could copy and paste this and put it into, under each question and then answer five times for each question. There are five questions. So you need to answer five times for each of the five questions. Okay, for the 5 different forms of government. 5 being, I guess that's the key number is 5. All right, so don't just answer this for one form of government. Answer for 5 different forms of government. Okay, and you need to research each one of these 5 forms of government to get a good grade on this assignment. You cannot give these basic answers where you know, what, like say for number 2, does the government favor the people more than the rulers? How do you know this? You need to answer, how do you know this? You can't just answer the first part without answering the second part. That goes for all 5 questions. So do the research on these different forms of government to fill out these questions. Okay? That's all I have for you. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.